A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. For the News First team, I'm Yuki Pasha. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
Many areas experience heavy rainfall. Early landslide warning issued for several districts. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe appears before Presidential Commission of Inquiry. TNA leader meets with UNP ministers. Lotus Tower to be declared open today. 2 suspects arrested in connection to the Hungwella shooting.
Now, in your lead story for this afternoon, the Lotus Tower in Sri Lanka, the tallest tower in South Asia, will be open to the public today under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena.
The 350-meter Lotus Tower, constructed at a cost of $104.3 million with funding from the government of China, is considered to be the tallest tower in South Asia. The Lotus Tower will function as a TV tower, a hotel, a shopping mall and a conference center. There is also a restaurant and a communication museum on the ground floor and 2 exhibition halls on the 6th floor, while the 7th floor has the observation deck.
Moving on, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe appeared before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry appointed to investigate fraud and corruption in the present government. The Prime Minister was summoned to the Presidential Commission today to record evidence with regard to an investigation taking place on leasing a building in Rajagiriya for the Ministry of Agriculture. In response to questions, the Prime Minister said he presented the cabinet paper on behalf of the Parliament. The chairman of the Commission stressed, as a second citizen of the country, the Prime Minister has a responsibility to rectify any wrong decision taken by a state institution. After providing evidence, the Prime Minister left the Commission premises, and the Prime Minister to appear again at 1:15 this afternoon when the Commission reconvenes. We on some more news. A meeting had taken place yesterday between Tamil National Alliance leader R. Sambandhan and several senior ministers in the United National Party. The meeting had taken place at R. Sambandhan's residence in Colombo. TNA leader R. Sambandhan said he held discussions with UNP ministers Mangala Samaravira, Malik Samaravikrama, Rajitha Sena Rathna. The TNA was also represented by parliamentarian M.A. Sumandiran. R. Sambandhan said the UNP representatives had noted Sajith Premadasa aspires to come forward as the UNP's presidential election candidate and sought the assistance of the Tamil National Alliance. He added the UNP delegation was informed such discussions are possible after the United National Party officially announces its presidential election candidate. R. Sambandhan had In your weather update, landslide warnings were issued for the Ratnapura, Kegal and Kaluthara and Noreli districts as a result of the heavy rainfall being experienced across many areas. Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipilli, said as a result of a risk of falling rocks, 88 people from Suranathota in Bavula were evacuated. News First's John Fernando now joins us with the latest regarding the weather situation experienced in the country.
Well, welcome to Weather First. As you experienced, as you witnessed in the couple of hours which were spent before, the many parts of the island and especially many parts of Colombo is experiencing showers, thunder showers and at times lightning. Now, the Department of Irrigation has requested locals living on the low-lying banks of the Attanagalu Oya and the Kaluganga to remain vigilant as a result of rise in water levels. The Irrigation Department said as a result of heavy rainfall experienced in those areas, the water levels of the rivers are gradually rising. It added that water gauges at Danumala, Ratnapura and Millakanda reached a level of exercise in caution as of 9 a.m. today. And also it keeps on to note, in addition, Helson Estate in the Nuwara district experienced the highest rainfall during the past 24 hours, which was 192 millimeters. The Met Department went on to note during the same window, Mahayaya Estate in Gampa received a rainfall of 145 millimeters and Halwatura Estate in Kalutara received a rainfall of 141 millimeters. So many areas including Kegal, Colombo and Ratnapura received rainfall exceeding 100 millimeters during the past 24 hours. Now the Met Department forecast showers or thunder showers in the western, Sabaragamuwa, southern, central, northern, northwestern provinces and very heavy falls of about 150 millimeters are likely at some places in these areas. Now the Disaster Management Center this morning issued landslide warnings for Ratnapura, Kegal, Kalutara and Nuwara district as a result of the heavy rainfall being experienced across many areas of the island. In addition, the general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning. And also one spill gate of the Kakuluganga reservoir was opened as a result of heavy rainfall. In addition, several areas were inundated after the Keselgamu Oya exceeded a spill level in Bhagwantalav. So that is the latest update issued by the Met Department. So once again, if you're heading out today or during the couple of hours, make sure you take an umbrella and take precautions in order to minimize damages caused by strong winds and especially lightning. Back to the studio.
A Dhamma school building constructed at Our Lady of Sorrows Church in Hambantota under the Sisu Daham Sevena Sadaham Sicily program was declared open yesterday by UNP Deputy Leader and Minister Sajid Premadasa.
Prior to declaring open the building, Reverend Father Anthony Ranjit invoked blessings on the minister. The Dhamma school building was constructed at a cost of 2.5 million rupees. Reverend Father Anthony Ranjit presented a memento to the minister at the event. One thing I continue to believe is in, we need to give priority to education and strengthen Dhamma education. I continue to maintain that stance. We have implemented a mega program across the country relating to Dhamma schools. The construction of such a building will ensure Dhamma education continues without any obstruction, even if it rains or shine. I am pleased to have seen the construction of such a building.
A religious event organized by the Department of Presence took place in Anuradhapura yesterday.
Commissioner General of Prisons TMJ W. Tennakon presided over the Bodhi Puja, which took place at the Jayashree Mahabodhya in Anuradhapura. 600 inmates were given the opportunity to attend this event. Following the Bodhi Puja, a Kapruka Puja took place. In addition, a Buddha statue was declared open at the Anuradhapura Open Prison Camp, while a Kovil was also declared open.
දුරකථන පාවිච්චි කරනවා කියන එක කරුවන්. මම කාලින අපි දැක්ක කන්ජිපාණි ඉන්ද්‍රාට දුරකථනයක් බකට් එකක් තුල සංගවාගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ඒක ඔබතුමාලා අත්දැකනකොට ගැනීමක් කරා. දැන් මේ වගේ ඉදිරියේදී නොවෙන්නට ඔබතුමාලා අරන් තියෙන දකින්න අටකතන්දරේ බන්ධනාගාර අභ්‍යන්තරේ ඉඳන් දුරකථන පාවිච්චි වෙනවා.
Mobile phones are used inside prison and it has become a serious issue for us. A SIM is a very tiny thing and sometimes people bring them in a way which is impossible to be detected by devices. Mobile phones are also tiny in size. There has been gradual decline in the usage of mobile devices in the recent times. This is because of the inspection taking place. We can say there is no mobile devices inside the Buvsa prison. Inmates themselves at the Buvsa prison tell us there are mobile devices among high-profile inmates over there. We immediately informed the prison superintendent and seized 3 mobile devices in an early morning raid. They were from Vilesuda and Pottanaufa and another connected to drugs. Information was also received about a person who came to visit Kanjipani Imran with his father. The containers were pasted together in some way to smuggle the device in. They do so because smuggling in the device is of paramount importance for them. We have contacted the police and all of them will be produced in court to institute legal action. There was an issue in controlling this situation. There is a need for the creation of a new system incorporating new devices.
Another leg of the series of conferences organized by Viathmaga took place last evening in Bandaragama. Professionals and intellectuals including Dr. Punchinilame Mikaswatha, Dr. Sita Arambepula and former chairman of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, Dr. Priyath Bandhu Vikrama were present.
Even though it is claimed that the cost for expressway is extremely high, we spent 1.7 billion rupees for the construction of 1 kilometer. However, the government is constructing a section of the outer circular highway and the expressway to connect Kandy. The total cost to construct a kilometer is more than 3.5 billion rupees. Another expressway is being constructed from Kaduela to Colombo, and the government is spending $80 million for the construction of 1 kilometer. Elsewhere in the world, such projects were constructed as a cost below $50 million. If these countries can, why can't we do the same? We spent $1,430 million for the construction of the Hambantota port. The income was around 13 million rupees. By 2014, the income was projected at over 5 billion. They called it a white elephant. They said there was a rock in the bottom and ships cannot come in.
Another phase of the Sirasata Visipahai Visipahai program took place in Ampara yesterday. The renovated Atavisi Buddha Mandiraya and Bodhival at the Sri Niketa Jinachakra Temple in Valgampura, Ampara took place yesterday. The event was graced by Nihal Vikramedri Surya, Director Music for Sirasa FM. Eslon Lanka Private Limited supported the construction of the Bodhi Wall, and Nuan Vikramapathirana, the brand manager for Eslon Lanka Private Limited, was also present for the event.
We are aware of the hardships faced by rural temples and village, and it is impossible for us to simply look at it. There were shortcomings, but we will do whatever we can.
2 men were arrested in connection to the shooting in Hangwala yesterday. Police spokesperson SP Ruan Gunasekara said a motorcycle and a van used for the shooting were discovered following investigations. 1 person was killed and 2 others were injured in last evening's shooting. Police said the shooting was a result of a conflict between 2 criminal gangs. The injured are being treated at the National Hospital in Colombo and the Avisavella Hospital. That's a wrap of lunchtime news. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Yuki Pasha. Take care and good day.